Start off, yeah, just obviously extremely disappointed. Felt really confident coming into this game, excited to get out there and prove the team we were. But we didn't play well enough to win. Proud of this team and how we fought back and handled some adversity. But at the end of the day, it wasn't good enough. But excited to get back to work.
Are there quite a few penalties on the offense? I feel like it was just tough to get things going because of that today.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to be an emphasis, which is always an emphasis, but definitely going to be an emphasis this week is, hey, like, if we play clean football, we can move the ball all day. But when you start drives 1st and 20, 2nd and 20, I mean, I think we averaged like 3rd and 20 in the first half or something like that. So you can't win football games doing that. And it starts with the whole offense, right? Like, there's receivers. Every position group had mistakes, so got to clean it up, obviously, quickly.
When you see someone as smart and experienced as CJ with false starts, is that a sign that you guys could have used some more time in games in the preseason?
No, not at all. No, it's just fluke things. I mean, just kind of, I don't know. I honestly, I have no idea. I haven't seen the plays, so I don't know what exactly happened. But no, that has nothing to do with playing in football games. If we were going to make penalties today, we were going to make them regardless of how much we played in the preseason.
A lot of new faces on the offensive line. It seemed like as the game went on, you got into a little bit of a rhythm, and Kirk got a little bit more comfortable out there.
Yeah, I think the guys did such a great job on the sidelines. No panic, from the top down, coaches, the players, the halftime. Everybody was positive. We knew that we didn't play well. We knew that we weren't doing the things that were going to help us win. But we were positive. We know what kind of team we have. We know what kind of guys we have. We know what kind of playmakers we have. It's just got to play clean football, and that's every team is going to say the same thing when they lose games. It's you got to play clean football because that's what loses games.
Well, despite all that, all the penalties, you guys were still within reach all the time. Is that even more frustrating?
It is, yeah, because there's definitely there's no loss that feels good, right? Like, no matter how much you battle, no matter how much you come back and give yourself opportunities to win, there's no loss that feels good, right? It's encouraging. There's some positives that we can take from it, but like any day, you got to take from week 1 to week 2, you got to get a ton better. And I hear it all the time from college coaches, high school coaches, that jump from week 1 to week 2. Now we have something to look at, right? Like we didn't really know our identity. We didn't really know. We had an idea, right? But you just don't know until you get out there and play games. Now we have something to work on, get better, get back to work. We have a bunch of fighters in this team. We got 16 more weeks of football, so that's exciting. We haven't even started. Last year, we wouldn't even have started the season yet. We'd have 16 more games, so that's encouraging as well.
Do you feel like there's anything you guys can take? I know that you didn't really get a deep passing game going, but you did have some slants. You had some of those shallow crossers. Like if that comes up again, that can be the recipe for success of getting some passing rhythm going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was tough to be able to call our plays. I think whenever you talk about an offense, you talk about giving yourself opportunities to open up the playbook. When you're 2nd and 20, when you're 3rd and 15, you're 3rd and 12, your playbook goes from wide open to very narrow. So we have to be able to put ourselves in good positions on 1st and 2nd down, and then allows us to open that playbook up and really make it tough on defenses.
Adam, kind of to that point, did that get compounded at all because you faced so many of those, and then when you have such a narrow menu of calls, you have to kind of keep going back to the same things? Did you feel like they were starting to key on any of that stuff?
No, I mean, to be honest, I thought Coach did a great job calling the play. I mean, we had some really tough situations that we converted on. We just kept putting ourselves in those tough situations. So, Coach did a great job. It's just, as players, we gotta just plays called. It doesn't matter what it is. We got to go out and execute, and that was kind of the message. Delvin said it at halftime. I mean, hey, I don't care what's called. Let's go out and execute, and let's play clean football. And that's kind of what we were able to do a little bit there in the second half.
Adam, it seemed like when you guys started the second half, you guys were trying to get back to your character run. I think it was 3 straight runs. I believe then there was a penalty. Were the penalties the reason that the first half you guys kind of got out of character with twice as many passes as runs?
Yeah, I mean, games are so personally, I'm not a huge fan of saying you got this many runs, you got this many passes, we got to be balanced. Obviously, that's your goal, but game situations, totally depend on how. Like, again, if you're starting 1st and 20, you have a small playbook, and you have to get some yardage back to be able to manage a third down. So we just have to be, again, we have to be clean on first down, so then we can be us. And when we were able to do that, we were able to move the ball. We were able to get first downs on second down by running the football, which is our identity, and it gives us opportunity to run some play action. When you're starting 1st and 20, you can't run play action and do those things.
One more for Adam.
We know how hard Dalvin is on himself. Just how is he doing? And do you say anything special to him in particular after a fumble in that situation?
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet, but thank the Lord, he's one of the best teammates in the locker room. He's going to be hard on himself, but at the same time, he's going to be the first one in that building tomorrow, excited to go back to work. We know what kind of football player he is. We know what he means to this offense. And when you have special people in that locker room like him, you know it's just going to fuel his fire. So, and there was plenty of mistakes. You know, that's the tough part about this game is usually people look at the last play of the game. But there's plenty of things that lost us that football game. It wasn't that one play. Thanks, guys.